In war a soldier could be shot, blown up, skewered, incinerated, or killed in many unimaginable ways. With video games a player could develop a sprained thumb and, over time, obesity. According to Rolling Stone, however, video games are way more violent than actual war. I can only assume the leftists at RS have never fought in a war or even seen news coverage of real combat. I'm not even sure what the point of this is, but here's a real Rolling Stone headline. RS interviewed game designer Andrew Barron, who makes military simulators. According to Barron, who was deployed in Afghanistan in 2010 for 7 months, the general population doesn't really understand what the military does. We know they kill people, but that's far from what being deployed is actually like. He likens writing a game about war, focusing solely on combat, like writing a movie about relationships solely about sex. That movie is a porno, it's pointless, he said. Games, and wider media such as movies, television shows and books have conditioned us to thinking war is doing hero shit, as he puts it. But focusing solely on combat downplays the day-to-day jobs of the military, which has hundreds of tasks, not just shooting. To do this, games about war need, as Barron puts it, less killing, more war. Basically this guy wants war-based video games to focus more on digging latrines than actual fighting. Somehow Call of Duty doesn't sound like that fun of a game. But how do we get to the hard number that video games are 90 times more violent than war? Is there a scientific unit of measurement for violence? He brings up an example of real-world military tactics. If the military is going to attack a group of defenders, typically it's going to want 3 times more soldiers than its adversary has. So, if a group of defenders is 30 people deep, the military will want to send in 90 soldiers. In video games, a level with a similar task is often carried out by either small teams or even one person, portraying the character as a one-man killing machine. Essentially that level, you would be having the player doing the killing that would normally be done by 90 soldiers in real life. In other words, you could say that level would be 90 times more violent than a military simulation, said Barron. You could say that, but you would sound stupid doing it. You could say that the Empire State Building is 90 times more violent than Lake Michigan, but since these things are not similar, that would be a very dumb thing to say. A more accurate statement would be that Rolling Stone is 90 times more full of shit than the truth. Actually, that might be a low estimate of RS's level of BS, but you get the point. I've never been in a war, but I do play video games and I don't feel like I'm talking out of turn by saying video games are exactly 0 times more violent than actual war. Soldiers and civilians alike die by the hundreds of thousands or even millions in wars. The worst thing that ever happened to me playing video games was when I first got The Legend of Zelda. Yeah, I'm old, and I played it so long sitting on the floor that my ass fell asleep. I'm not saying numb but cheeks aren't a lambing, but that's nothing compared to an incoming mortar round. Like and share this video on Facebook and Twitter if you agree. Don't forget to support this channel by clicking on the donation link down below and subscribing so you never miss any of our trending reports. What do you think about this report? Scroll down to comment below. Now if you are seeking the latest trends in fashion, and electronics and gifts and more at the best prices, please feel free to visit www.atthismall.com. Once again, that is www.atthismall.com.